When the Vita first came out, I thought, heck, finally we have a portable console with decent enough controls and 2 thumbsticks that can do first-person shooters justice. And we thought we'd see a flood of shooters come out for the device, but sadly we've had your usual half-baked, cut-down affairs. This all changes with Killzone Mercenary.
Go!
As the name suggests, Killzone Mercenary casts you as a hired gun, selling his services to whoever has the deepest pockets. And the best thing about being a mercenary is that you get to do some really sneaky stuff in the middle of war zones. Briefings are always about deactivating war machines in clever ways and then being airlifted from the extraction point at the last second.
I'll extract you by intruder when you're done.
You'll drop into conflicts that take place at various points throughout the original Killzone trilogy. It's all pretty exhilarating.
Yeah, it felt a bit like a futuristic James Bond, and you have plenty of gadgets to fit the bill. The touchscreen wrapped to your merc's wrist is what you use most to control his tech, and it's a neat way of working in some touchscreen Vita gameplay. When hacking a door, you tap the icons on the screen, but by far the best use is tapping the screen to fire rockets from a shoulder-mounted launcher, while also using the regular controls for your handgun. It's chaotic but fun.
Stuff on the touchscreen controls a little bit gimmicky. I mean, what does arranging puzzle shapes have to do with hacking?
I did like the melee though, it's a bit grisly, but it's well done. I liked having to swipe in the right direction so that you knock their arm out of the way for a killing blow. The Killzone games have always raised the bar visually, and this is no exception. From the levels and the detail to the subtle field of view blurring when you're in combat.
Yeah, it's not often that a shooter will make me want to relax for long enough to do some slow pans, but this is one of them. The cityscapes especially are just gorgeous, and I also liked that the game jumped around between a lot of the locations. After the high-tech cityscapes on Earth, the game fast-forwards a couple of years to the enemy Helghast homeworld.
The gunplay is solid. I didn't have any issues targeting enemies, and when you're in cover and you shoot around it, all of that stuff works really well. The core gameplay is still familiar territory though. It feels like a mishmash from other shooters actually. There's the wingsuit sequence from Call of Duty, the bearded guy from Medal of Honor, and the jump on a turret and protect your buddy bit, which is basically from every shooter ever.
But there are still some unique parts, like this cool scene where I was hiding in plain sight on a glass roof.
The remote-controlled stabby robot was definitely unique as well. Haven't seen one of those before.
Mantis engine online.
And there are some solid hero moments too, like when you're helping out this walking tank guy.
Another thing I liked is that you really did need to be thoughtful about your weapons. You can only carry 2 guns at a time and you can't pick up enemy guns, so this means that you really have to think about which 2 guns balance each other well. For me, my go-tos were this rapid-fire sniper rifle backed up with a shotgun for close encounters.
And they've packed quite a bit of content into this game. As well as the campaign, there's a contracts mode that lets you replay missions with specific loadouts and objectives.
Oh yeah! I'm starting my approach. Clear the area of Higgs.
What are you giving it, Hex?
Well, I was just really impressed that they managed to deliver a Killzone chapter on Vita that really stands up to its big console cousins, so I'm giving it 8.5.
Yeah, the Vita desperately needs more games like this. I'm giving it 9 out of 10 rubber chickens.
And now Goose explores another classic gaming location.